Hi everyone. I thought I would start this channel and talk to you a little bit about my experiences that I've had recently. I'm 35 years old and recently started my ADHD learning experience. As background, I suppose, in school, from an early age, I can remember always being easily distracted, not having my homework done in class, always kind of daydreaming, looking out the window, was never able to concentrate on things. I suppose I was lucky in that I was able to still concentrate on things that interested me and was able to do okay with that throughout school. As school progressed and I got older, I guess I didn't get any better, but subjects that interested me or things that interested me I was able to concentrate on and focus on, but other subjects that I found less interesting, I guess I fell behind on. Things like languages, maths I wouldn't be very good on, and I struggled with those in school and I didn't really understand why. As I went to secondary school, it kind of got even worse as maths progresses quite strongly. I would fall behind. My teachers didn't know what was wrong. I just did a lower level of maths. I suppose my only saving grace, that I know not all ADHDers would be able to. I was lucky, but not all ADHDers I'm sure are able to do this, but I was able to concentrate on the subjects that I really enjoyed, like English or geography or history, and I did okay in those, and then the other subjects I was able to just get a pass in, really. So I always felt like I was underachieving in school, felt kind of uncomfortable. Wasn't, say, I don't know, in Ireland we have our learning isn't set up for people who have kind of problems with learning and concentrating. It's very focused on big end of year, end of life almost exam. It's called the Leaving Cert. You do it when you're about 17, 18, and that is this big built-up event in a young person's life, but it is all focused on one exam on one day, and you have to study and study and study for that. And I was not able to study. I couldn't sit down for hours on end and look at a subject and study it. Even homework all through school, I never did homework because I couldn't come home in the evening and sit down and do homework. So I always struggled with these things. I was always uncomfortable with them. I thought I was lazy or stupid or things like that, but I mean, I persisted. I was lucky I had some good teachers. I was able to concentrate, like I said, on some of the subjects that interested me. So I did my Leaving Cert. I passed it. I didn't do amazingly well, I'm sure. Felt I should be able to do better, but didn't know why. I went to college, and I mean, college was a little bit easier. There was a lot more continuous assessment and kind of doing assignments during the year, which helped my grade because it accounted for 30-40% of your grade. I was much more able to do those things, but again, I could have 6 weeks to do an assignment and I would not be working 3 weeks before that to do the assignment. I might do little bits and pieces, but 90% of the work for every assignment was done the night before the assignment, and I would have to stay up all night to do 4,000 or 5,000 word essays in one night because I couldn't plan or I couldn't sit down or organise to do any of that stuff previously. Again, I didn't know why that was, or if I was just stupid or lazy or I used to joke sometimes that, oh, maybe I have ADHD or something, but I never took it seriously, and nobody ever challenged me to take it seriously. But yeah, I did college. I did okay in college. I went out to working life, and that's again a whole other matter. Doing some monotonous jobs that are hard to concentrate on. But again, it would be interspersed with things that would interest me, and learning things always interested me. So again, I was able to manage more or less. I went back and I did even a master's and did okay in that. Again, I had the same challenges, but it can be done. So perhaps if you have a child with ADHD or something, you worry about it, but everything is overcome. Everything can be overcome. But yeah, I mean, feelings wise, I always felt I underachieved. Always had this sense of foreboding of underachieving and not living up to my full potential. I was uncomfortable in life. I feel a little bit overweight. Part of my fidgeting, and I know that that's a symptom of ADHD as well. I think for me it comes out as, I like to pick and snack and like sugar too much, and that's what's happened with me, I think. I know I love to travel, and I think positives of ADHD, if you want to put it like that, I like to keep moving, I like to travel, I like to see the world, and I think some of that comes from my brain as well. Then COVID hit, which was a whole other issue for me and for everyone in the world. In late 2019, I moved to a new job. I'd been 5 years in my last job. It was okay. I'd had a few different experiences, some good, some bad, and I decided to move to a new job. I moved, and as has happened, I'm sure, to a lot of people, I didn't enjoy my new job. It was the wrong move for me. And then come March 2020, COVID hit, and everyone was working from home, like me. And working from home really did not work for me. I found it very difficult to concentrate, especially doing a job I did not enjoy. I found it boring anyway, and then having to do it from home was just very difficult. I struggled along. I kind of didn't put my whole best effort into the job, shall we say. But luckily, in the middle of 2020, I actually found a new job and moved to that during COVID, which wasn't easy either. But at least in this job, I feel more supported. I'm learning more things. I'm more interested in it, so it is easier to do. But the same challenges exist. Working from home for me is not easy, and I'm sure for a lot of people with ADHD out there as well. But yeah, we're all getting through it, I suppose. But it led to other issues. They all built up. Feelings of inadequacy, feelings of not getting my work done, and it didn't feel very good. I had other personal issues, which led to kind of depression and frustration, and as a lot of people have had this year. By no means am I unique. But I talked to a therapist, I went to my doctor. I was being treated for depression. It was kind of working, but it was just making me feel a bit numb rather than being a solution, I felt. And then a couple of weeks ago, rather jokingly, I had a catch up with my GP, and jokingly I mentioned, oh well, I guess maybe I have ADHD because I just can't concentrate on my work and this isn't helping. And he kind of bounced up in the chair and said, Oh, well, actually, I've been at a seminar recently where it seems like a lot of people are presenting now or learning now that they have ADHD, especially with working from home and everything. They're coming in with symptoms of depression or anxiety, and when people dig into it, it's actually adult ADHD that was never diagnosed. So I was, skeptical, but I went home and did some research. He gave me some tests to do, and I talked to a psychologist friend of mine. So I have to be properly diagnosed, but at the moment I'm working with my doctor. I'm getting to see a psychologist hopefully soon, and I just thought I would bring people along in this journey with me. I think there's probably not a lot of information out there from actual people experiencing it. I know there are some good YouTube channels, which I may link down below, but which I've got some information on. But I thought I would do a day-to-day diary in this, and actually today is my day one. I started taking Ritalin today, which is the main point of this vlog, shall we say. And how do I feel? I don't feel a lot different, if I'm honest. I guess I have a slight increase in motivation, perhaps, ability to concentrate, to get things done. I'm actually doing this vlog, which I think on another day I might not do, and probably wouldn't have the confidence to do. But it could all be a placebo, who knows, but sometimes a placebo is great too. There's been some bad things today as well. I've had some stomach issues and some nausea, but that's happens with lots of medication. So yeah, day one, I don't feel a lot different, but I will see how it goes over the next few days. I may bring you along. If you like this video, please feel free to comment down below and share your experiences with me. If you like the video, subscribe. I'm going to do a daily diary, I think, or at least keep you updated, see how things go, if it really helps, or if I go crazy, then you'll be along for the ride. So thanks for listening to me for this long. Hope it wasn't too boring, and I hope you ADHD people were able to keep motivated with it. So thanks for watching.